Hello everyone, StationAPI, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Better Nether Beta. A mod that simply adds additional biomes to the Nether. As you can see, there's some new biomes, there's new spider variants, so there's I guess, maybe or maybe not, like Natura related spiders in here. Some more wood types, a new metal, as well as armor and toolset. There's some more blocks, plants, and such here, and it is compatible with GLSL shaders, which I haven't got that installed, but I probably should test with it. But I'll just show it by default, of course, without that mod, and you can add it in if you want to. Obviously you need StationAPI for this one. It's not a cursed legacy API compatible mod. And I've got the creative one in here so I can cheat things in creative instead of just going, oh yeah, I have to do a bunch of preparation stuff in survival. So yeah, I forgot to cover this button in my original video, but I'm not going to do it again. So we'll just test this here. If you do want to see the creative video, I've already got that. Probably available already at the time of this, because I made them all basically one after the other. Okay, so we're now in creative mode. We can cheat in some obsidian so we can see the dimension. I'm just going to get the actual 10 blocks because I can't infinitely cheat in yet. I'll just get some in between blocks real quick. So 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2, and we can sneak do things like that. That's good. Okay. There we go. We need our... where's the flint and steel? Here we go. So I have just obviously created a new world. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if we'll even be able to see the biomes immediately. I don't know if it's going to be like a maybe I guess like 116 type of thing, where it's like you've still got the original Nether biome, but you've got the new ones, or it's going to be like most mods typically do, where it's just we're just giving you all the modded biomes, and that's that. I have no idea if it's either of those two. We'll find out. I'm assuming the more typical mod format of applying biomes, but we'll see about that. Yeah. I don't know if that means that when I load up a world, it'll also take a while to... oh, yep, so the ladder was clear. So, what do we got here? We can really tell... what you've got. Do you have... you just have a dev number above you, so an ID number above you. That's interesting. So we don't have any biome information there. That's fine. Because we're in creative, of course, we can use the flight button there. Again, original video exists probably already. Oop, this is lagging a bit. Okay, so it's doing alright. So it's got a bunch of trees here. I don't have any... oh, it does have a creative tab. Nice! Okay, so that's good. I probably should have tested this in the original video, but I didn't know if both mods worked yet, so that's good to know. So we've got some... oh, okay, so we've got some nylium and crimson wood, so this is more like 116 sort of focus with the biomes. Poison leaves, we've got some lamps, we've got some tree fur, we've got some woods, which you can make from these stems, we've got some plants, we've got some Orichalcum armour, and tools, as well as the ore. I assume it requires diamond to make, to harvest. So we'll get that, and I don't know how long it'll take. We'll just test a bit, though. I have no idea what to expect, of course, because I have never used this mod before until now. To cheat those in. Okay, I can switch between that, but it's not going to change my difficulty, because it's just obviously what it is. Just, oh, can I not shift click that in? I can. Select it, but I can't do the other. Okay. We'll just get this stuff on us real quick. Obviously there's a bunch of flowers and plants, and there's just additional blocks you can build with. I don't know what any of the recipes are, because I don't have the typical mod installed, which I should technically have it installed, but I don't right now, so I'm going to have to set that up later. So just get this, just throw this out here. Can you do that? Okay, that'll work. That'll do. Is that going to go straight into my creative inventory? No, it's not. Okay, cool. So, we'll just fly around first, and then we'll see what, the other is like. Obviously, sprinting would be very useful to explore a lot more, or speeding. Oh, boy. Okay, so those you can climb on, I assume, and with flight, you're not going to do very good. Yeah, so you can climb these, as we can see here, like, I assume many creep vines, or something. So this is so that's one of the biomes. That's more the warped one, I assume. This is more the crimson, as we can see here. And I don't know what the other one was. Like, I don't know if that's poison or some other type of thing. But as you can see, I guess we've got a bit of a mix of the typical one here. I don't know about that. I'll just enable and disable this. Obviously, I've got creative invulnerability, so we're not going to take damage. But yeah, so that's more like that. Obviously, it is dark. Apologies there. I don't know if I can change smooth lighting. That might change it. I don't know, something like that. But yeah. So yeah, you got your warped and crimson biomes as well as an additional one, I think. So we'll now test the ores and we'll see what happens. So I have no idea what to expect here. I don't have to change thing because that's fine. Oh, okay, so you can break it with... Okay, interesting. So we'll get rid of that. And again, I have no idea what the durability is of the so can we just use wood on this then, or is it stone and higher? I assume it's probably just like it requires a pickaxe, so it'll be wooden higher. Yeah, it's just a wooden because it just requires a pick. Doesn't surprise me there. So now I've got our tools, which we'll test the speed of, and if they work, I guess. So that's probably about as fast as the other. Oh, it just drops nylium. Interesting, so there's no, like, transition between poison and netherrack. Interesting, so it is still the solid block. It's not technically silk touch, but it's because they're not converted like grass and dirt is yet, I assume, so that's interesting. If we break the stem here, we should be good, so this will be our cursed stem. And I don't know if this is supposed to be designed that way. Yeah, that's just part of the block. So we get a... Oops, crafting table. I've got to find where that is. There we go. So we can craft this, I assume, into many things. So we could put a bunch of warped wood in here. We can make a button, of course. We can make sticks. We can make staircase that apparently just makes stone. Interesting. Or staircase recipe. That also makes stone. I assume that's like a default thing for like if it's got nothing it can properly make. It'll make that. So that's maybe not finished yet, I would assume. Currently. We've got the shears, which I don't have access to a sheep, so I can't test that. The sword, I can test it on pigmen, I guess, that are nearby. And obviously there's the multiple spiders. Again, most of this I can't really access because there's no, spawn eggs, so I can't really force it. Unfortunately, which I would like to, but I can't. So let's see, what have we got here? 1, 2... I assume it's like a 3-hit thing? Yep, so 3 hits on them. Obviously I was in the error bit there, so I can't tell if I did extra damage or not. I probably did. And I can't see any durability on these, unfortunately, but yeah. And we'll try... Yep, you're all going to attack me, that's great. So this doesn't work on that, unfortunately. Do we have... We'll try just regular dirt. That should do. That should do. I'm going to be going back and forth over platforms, aren't I, at this rate? So we'll test this on dirt just to see its speed. Again, we can't find out durability, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's also fairly fast, probably diamond or gold-like. We'll test the ore, and I assume it's probably compatible to the point of diamond as such. It's not like a iron tier sort of thing, I assume. We'll test obsidian, which of course we can't see it much anyways. But, and obviously YouTube conversion things. There's not a... Well, lighting in that in general doesn't always work. Out. So, I assume we can break this like a diamond pick, and you can use an alternative material. So, yeah, I don't know the height at which the Orichalcum ore generates either, unfortunately. I assume it's maybe just anywhere like quartz does, or nether gold in 1.16. I would assume, but I don't know for sure because there's only so many details. And obviously I haven't done much testing outside of obviously now reviewing this. So yeah, I don't see that doing anything. That's taking its time. Okay, so maybe we can't. So that's unfortunate. Shears and hoe, we already know what to expect there. They are just typical tools. Again, if I can't show durabilities, not probably much point in showing that. I don't know if I can like hit or cast fireball back at them, maybe? See if like I can still... It's probably just a typical sword. We can still interact with things, yep. Well, that was weird. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. If you want expansions to the Nether, you have that as an option. Place some of the other blocks down so we can see what they're like. Real quick. So we've got our Nether Brick here. Oh, wait, this would be, I assume, like the typical one, because, hang on, do fortresses exist yet? I can't remember if that's like a 1.0 thing or some other type of thing. I can't remember. Because they weren't in the original Nether, were they? No. So we've got large tiles, we have small tiles, we've got brick pillars, stairs, slab, and then tile slab. We also have bricks, apparently, as well. So technically, Netherrack, I assume, smelting is a thing. We'll test that real quick. Where is Netherrack? Here we go. Has that got the modern texture design? Interesting. So it's got the 114 and higher texture design, too. Interesting. So we'll want a furnace, and we'll just put some wood in here. And we'll see if that means we can smelt nether bricks, which I assume that does mean it is possible. So there's that, and the armor, I assume, well, we're in creative, so I can't test that right now, but I assume it'll also have high durability. Yep, so we can get nether bricks that way, that's cool. I just have to remove the creative mod so I can obviously take damage with armor. But other than that, that's pretty much it, as far as I can tell. There's no strings or any other things I can think of when it comes to the spiders. We'll try flying back and see if we get anything from the spiders real quick. Again, no sprinting, so I'm just going to have to float my way over there. And obviously I know I just did a brief look over, but again, the slow speed is probably not the best. I could cut and go back, but, you know, some of it is worth witnessing, I would say. Got a glowstone there. Frame rate's doing alright, memory's doing alright, so it's not too bad. I don't have high settings set up, even if it is beta, and it doesn't require much, so... I've already lost sight of my portal, so that's also a good sign. I think it was over here or something. But yeah, that's it. If you want to spruce up your nether dimension, you can. So we got here. Don't know if there's like crimson or other poison ones. I assume there is, but again, that requires going into the biomes, waiting for them to spawn, which we have no clue yet if they will just immediately or not. But we did get ambushed by spiders. Yeah. And I assume the number will be removed in other versions or so. Because I think that's just for the sake of testing and such. Or just left over in the texture or something. Well, actually, there was a display above them, so yeah. Oop, lagging a bit. Oh, come on. That shouldn't happen, even with... I don't know what's going on. Something else on my side, of course. So typical mushrooms. Nothing spawning yet. Maybe I should have done it beforehand. Oh well. Either way, you get the idea. And that, I guess, you know, check out for yourself and that, so I don't spoil everything either. And obviously with the shaders mod, it'll make things look much better. But that's what the default looks like without it. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.